Hi there, I'm Elaine. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I create follow-along stretching videos for beginners, so make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. Today we'll be doing hip and lower back stretches. This video is part of the 30-day stretching challenge for beginners, so go ahead and download the calendar in the description box below. Without further ado, let's get started. We'll start off this routine in a child's pose. Shifting forward and back into a child's pose a few times to open up our backs and hips. Shifting forward and sitting back, reaching our hands further down the mat. Notice how your body is feeling today. Next, we'll be doing a few cat and cows by lifting our chest and chin up towards the ceiling, then pressing back, bringing our belly buttons towards our tailbones, and repeating this a few times, helping to bring movement into our spines. Lift and hold, and exhale, bring our belly buttons inwards. For the next stretch, we'll be doing a froggy stretch. We'll spread our knees apart, keeping our ankles aligned with our knees and our knees aligned to our hip. In this position, it's important to keep our core engaged. There should not be an arch in the lower back. We want to hold our belly button away from the ground as we shift forward and back, feeling an opening in our inner thighs and groin. Now we'll walk our forearms towards one knee and feeling the stretch deep in the hips. Then walking our hands to the other knee, keeping our core engaged as we deepen the stretch in one hip. Hold and breathe. Now we'll walk back center and bring our knees together. For the next part of this stretch, we'll be in a seated position, using our right hand to press against our right knee, then repeating on the next side, shifting from one side to the other side to open up our lower backs. Continue to actively press down against your knee as you push from one side to the other side. Next, we'll be doing a few chest rotations, rounding out our back and then pressing our chest forward to draw circles with the center points of our body. Then repeating in the other direction, rounding out our back as much as we can and then pressing our chest forward, drawing big circles. For the next stretch, we'll hold onto our left feet and shift our weight to the side as we use our left hand to press down against our left knee. feeling the stretch in our lower back. Imagining our lower backs lengthen as we press against our knee. Holding and breathing. Now we'll hold onto our right foot, lean over to the side, and then press down onto our right knee to open up our lower backs. Breathe as you notice your lower back muscles lengthening. Next, we'll place our left forearms onto the mat and reach our right arm overhead for a side stretch. Continue to open up your gaze by looking up towards the ceiling. Now we'll gently transition into the next side by placing our right forearm down onto the mat and lifting our left arm overhead for a side stretch. Keeping our chest open and our gaze face towards the ceiling. Breathe, feeling the stretch run down along the sides of your body. Next, we'll bring our left leg over our right and gently hug our knees in towards our body. Feeling a stretch on our left glutes. Your torso should be pointed at a 45 degree as you hug your knee towards your chest on each exhale. Now we'll move on to the next side by swinging our right leg over and hugging our right knee towards our chest. Feeling the stretch in our glutes. For any lower back pain and stiffness, it's important to also stretch our glutes and our hips. Next, we'll swing our left leg over to the right for a cow face legs, trying to align our knees together, feeling the stretch on our outer glutes. We'll hold here for a bit and notice where we feel the stretch, adding a gentle twist by looking back, feeling the stretch move towards our lower back. Now we'll place our left hand on the mat and reach our right hand overhead for a side stretch. We'll gently release here and repeat on the next side. Bring our right leg over for cow face legs. Feeling the stretch on the outer glutes. Holding and breathing. Noticing how this feels today. We'll add a gentle twist here by looking back. Breathe into this feeling. And be okay if some days feel more stiff than others. As long as you're moving in the right direction, that's what matters. Now we'll extend our left arm up and overhead for a side stretch. For the next stretch, we'll be spreading our knees apart into a butterfly stretch and shifting our bodies from one side to the other side. Maybe feeling a stretch in your lower back and noticing how it moves as you shift around with your body. Next, we'll bring our right ankle over our left knee for a seated figure 4 stretch. Keeping our bodies in an upright position, making sure that you're not slouching. Now, we'll press outwards to feel an external rotation in the hips, holding for a few breaths. Then pressing our leg to the other side for an internal rotation. Holding and breathing. Moving on to the next side, we'll bring our left ankle over our right knee for a seated figure 4 stretch. Again, keeping our bodies upright. If you're not able to do this, gently walk your hands back so that there's more room here for you to keep your back straight. Now we'll press our knee towards the outside, feeling our hips externally rotate as we breathe into the stretch. Now shifting on to the other side, feeling an internal rotation in the hips, and just holding for a few breaths. Next, we'll transition into a seated position. And just relax for one breath before rolling ourselves down onto the mat. We'll shift our knees outwards and inwards. And now drawing 5 circles in one direction. And 5 hip circles in the opposite direction. For the next stretch, we'll practice pelvic tilts by pressing our low back against the mat, holding for a few seconds here, making sure that there's no space between your lower back and the mat. We'll repeat this 2 more times, tilting our pelvis up towards the ceiling and using our core to press our lower backs down against the mat. Next, we'll bring our right knee in towards our chest, holding and squeezing a few times. Our goal here is to touch our knee to our chest. But if you're not there yet, just think about getting it a little bit closer on each exhale. Now we'll add a piriformis stretch by holding onto our right ankle and pulling it inwards with our left hand. holding for just one breath. And then we'll bring our knees inwards again, holding it towards your chest to really open up your hips. We'll repeat this on the next side by bringing our left knee towards our chest a few times. Really focus on bringing it a little bit closer and holding there. We'll add a piriformis stretch by grabbing onto our left foot with our right hand, gently pulling your foot towards your body. These stretches should feel amazing if you sit a lot throughout the day. Again, we'll hold our knee towards our chest for a few breaths. Next, we'll be doing a single-legged happy baby pose by holding onto our right foot, making sure that our right ankle is lined with our knee as we press our right foot down towards our body. It's important for these stretches to make sure that all your joints are stacked, so your ankle should be right above your knee when you're pressing down against it. Repeating this on the next side by grabbing our left foot and gently pressing it down towards our body, making sure that our ankle is stacked over our knees. Breathe, feeling our hips open up. Next, we'll cross our right leg over our left for a gentle twist. Holding and breathing. This stretch makes my lower back crack 100% of the time. Now we'll hug our knees inwards into a gentle ball. For just one breath before moving on to the next side, crossing our left leg over our right and twisting towards the right side. Your knees don't need to touch the ground on the other side. Just make sure that your shoulder blades are flat against the ground. Only go as far as you can. Gently moving out of the stretch, and we'll extend our arms, then extend our legs, wiggling out our toes and our fingers for just a bit, then rolling ourselves up. We're done this low back and hip routine.
I really hope that you enjoyed the hip and lower back stretches in this video. It is not too late to join in the 30-day stretching challenge, so make sure you download the calendar in the description box below. For those of you who've been following along with this challenge, you've made it to the last Friday video. Yay! I would love to hear what you thought about this challenge in the comments below. And remember to send me your before and after pictures over on my Instagram. I really hope that completing the stretching challenge is one step towards helping you feel better now and move better in the future. Your next challenge moving forward is to really think about what you want to improve so that you can see how amazing your body really is as you improve on your range of motion. Stretch again soon. Bye.